again, imaginary friends, and welcome back to Rediscovering Minecraft, a Dork's Tale. I am the recidivist Dork, and you will notice three things as I begin this episode. First, you will notice that it's a lightning storm out there. It's raining again, which is why I'm huddling inside here instead of standing out on the dock out there, which is where I originally intended to be. But I'm really not anxious to find out how much a lightning strike hurts when it hits you directly. The second thing you will notice is that I have installed a texture pack. This is a custom version of the Painterly pack, and about 99.9% of the reason that I chose any pack at all, but particularly the Painterly one, is slightly less fugly cobblestone. I like this considerably better. And the third thing you will notice is that I have done a lot of building since the last time we spoke. A lot of building. And before you start shouting at me for doing so much without recording it, please allow me to explain. Here, look out the window at the pretty, pretty rain while I tell you everything. I did record most of the building on this place. I was following my new procedure of playing until I felt like quitting, not paying attention to the clock. It was very windy that night, as it often is here in Vegas, and I knew that I should pause and let iShowU spit out a movie file before something went wrong. You guys play Minecraft, you know. I'm just gonna finish this part and then I'll pause. But wait, I should collect some more stone first, so I'll be really ready when I come back from pausing. But ooh, look, one of my trees grew, so I'll just go chop that down. And then we lost power. Just for a second. But it was enough to shut down my computer. And I lost everything. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 hours of footage. Gone. Oh yeah, I rage quit. If you can call it rage quit when I didn't actually start the game up again. And I couldn't bring myself to play again for quite a while. I just couldn't believe that I had lost so much, and it was good too. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube this weekend catching up with people, added several new subscriptions. Anybody watching this, excuse me, that I've recently subscribed to, but I haven't commented to you at all yet, after that, I was absolutely paranoid about losing power again and losing all my open tabs. So any channel that I found that looked remotely interesting, I just went ahead and subscribed to it as I found it, so I wouldn't lose track of it. I make a point of commenting on at least the first video I watch on any channel, so if I haven't, it just means I haven't caught up with you yet. I haven't watched the whole of one of your episodes yet, but I will. Just give me a little more time. But anyway, when I finally could bring myself to come back to the game, I'd lost a little bit of progress, but not too awful much, thankfully. But everything was pretty much built. I had it framed in or dug out, and all that was really left was taking out the dirt and the placeholder blocks and replacing them with stone or wood or whatever I collected at adding windows. And I was still mad. So I decided I would just finish what I had started, what was pretty much already here, and not worry about recording it, so I could listen to Coldplay and be all emo. Well, no, that's not true. I was listening to Cake and being all emo, but that doesn't sound quite as dramatic. But I figured I'd just pick it up again with the first new project, so here I am. Frustrated, still mourning all the lost material, but determined to carry on, hopefully in less stupid, self-sabotaging fashion with more breaks. Hello, Piggy. I know you'd like to come in. It is a bit damp out there. But before I get started with the next project, I guess, let me give you the grand tour, show you what I've done. Let's see, what time of day is it anyway? Never tell with the rain. I'm pretty sure it's night, and there's a spider right there. So I'm not going to go out, but that's the dock, which is pretty much pointless right now because I haven't bothered to build any boats, but when I do, it's ready. And a little ways down here, well, out here, I think I'm probably going to be building a greenhouse. There is, oh, we can't see it from here. I'm the last one there. There is right on the other side of that dirt, there's a little lake pond sort of operation. And I'm thinking I'm going to use cobblestone on that and make kind of a fountain waterfall to supply a greenhouse area, or at least, you know, give the illusion of supplying it and be pretty. And there is a little nubbin of hallway, there we go, right down here. Down here, I'm going to extend this a little further, and somewhere in there is going to be my mine shaft, along with a few other things I have planned. And this whole long hallway is the awesome Hall of Awesome, which is not very awesome, actually. If you've been to my blog, you know what this place is for, but if you haven't, this is so very, very tacky, and I don't want to talk about it. But the whole point of doing it in the first place was keeping my husband happy, and he wants me to. Marriage, not for wimps. I have a donation button on my blog. Complete explanation as to why is at said blog, and I'm not going to bother you with it here. But my defensiveness doesn't want me to say that in the interest of making it slightly less icky than straight up begging, slightly less icky, I have added an incentive, which is if you donate $5, I will add the message of your choice to the Hall of Awesome, and I will demonstrate. Choose whatever color wool you want. And, oh, I don't have as many signs as I thought I did. On the first side shall be your name. Whoops. On the assumption that I don't screw it up. Let's try that again. Give me it back. The therecidivistdork. And do I have another sign? There it is. The other sign will be your message, which, let's see. Oops. Unintentional racist accent there. I'll correct it later, but I brought it up. My husband cannot complain anymore that I'm hiding the thing, and we will never speak of this again. Unless I'm adding someone's message to the hall. Moving on. I really, really like this new pattern. This is where my bed used to be. It's now a crafting table. The little lad keeps cropping up there. If you go up here through my closet, which has been expanded a bit, and I'm a big fan of windows, as you can probably tell. Up here is my new bedroom. I have a double bed. I'm all fancy now. And bookcases, and lots of windows. And I have a lovely view of my birch forest out here, which you can only really see one tree in this weather, in the dark. Yes, lag. Please, stop. Up this door is a little porch area, which is not secure, so I'm not going out there. And back down here, we find I have many, many more ovens now. Many more than I will probably ever need, but I just like the way it looks. I think when I finally make it to the nether, I'm going to replace all of these torchy candle things with light stone. I think it'll be pretty. Oh! Is it sunrise? Huh. I didn't realize how late into the night it had gotten. Well, here, as you can tell, I really, really, really like birch bark. I really like building with this stuff. This is effectively the same foyer that I had. It sticks out a little bit further. Oh, hello, skeleton. But I have extended it over here, so I have a lovely glassy area that I can look up and see if there are any spiders coming to get me. Or any skeletons lurking outside, or creepers, or whatever. That deck is... Where are you? I want to see you burn. Come back where I can see you! No fair. But that deck does not really keep anything from getting up here. But I figured at the very least, you know, if I'm standing out here and a creeper comes at me from any direction that's not the stairs, it may give me a minute to run for my life. But if a spider drops on my head, I can still get out of here. Now this overhang was originally kind of designed to keep spiders from climbing up on my roof. I abandoned the idea of making the roof spider-proof pretty quickly because I'm dug into a hillside here. I'd have to do an awful lot of excavating to keep spiders from getting up there. And it's actually a liability, because if the sorts of beasties that burst into flames when the sun rises are underneath that overhang, they don't burst into flames. It's enough to protect them. But I like the way it looks, from the outside at least, so I'm keeping it. You will learn very quickly that with me, if it comes down to a question between aesthetics or practicality, aesthetics are going to win pretty much every single time. I know that's going to drive some of you crazy. The same thing goes for ladders. You will notice I put ladders on every single block. And I know, trust me, I understand that if I left off every other ladder, I would still be able to climb. But it looks ugly and stupid when you do that, so I don't do that. It's always been kind of funny to me. I have never seen internet arguments go from 0 to, no, I can't go to bed, someone is wrong on the internet, as quickly as arguments about whether or not somebody is playing Minecraft incorrectly. But I play it the way that makes me happy. I play it the way that looks pretty. And if that annoys you, then you are probably watching the wrong Let's Play. Because I will almost always go for shiny over practical. This little area, well, first of all, it's cool because I can watch the sun set over the water as well as watching it rise. But it's not nearly as secure as I was originally thinking it would be, because you see this hillside? When skeletons shoot at me from that hillside, they can hit me. And they have. So I really should have built it a little bit higher, but again, I like the way it looks and I don't want to have to rebuild it. So eventually when I find redstone, I think I want to put a blinky light up on top to make this into even more of a beacon to help me find my way home when I start really wandering. And that is my lovely home. Oh, stop with the lag. I let it load. I don't know why it's still giving me troubles. Maybe it's the texture pack. That would be unfortunate. So I was so embarrassed and worked up about having to deal with this. I screwed up the joke. Not that it's actually funny even now, but at least it's not funny for the right reasons.